to react to Attack on Titan Season 4, Episode 5. In last episode, the festival is about to start. We met Willie Tybur and his family. We don't know who among them has the Warhammer Titan. And then Eren was using Falco to send out these letters. And they revealed that Falco's family was his uncle, Grice, was part of the Restorationist. He's the one that, if I remember correctly, when they were on top of the wall, and then they brought him, and then he was the one that accused Grisha of, was sort of like asking him why Zeke betrayed them and all that, and then they pushed him off the edge. And I believe he's the one that was running away as they turned every other time and, send them after him. Yeah, so their family is part of the Restorationist, his uncle. And now they're trying to protect their family by becoming warriors. And then you have Eren using Falco to lead my mom's not working. Reiner to him, and then he's like, "Hi." So stuff is about to go down, and I'm excited for it. So that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have a reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/philomini. And now let's start this episode. Here we go. Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comment in the comment section for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review. Have you figured it out? So is Eren there to judge him? Poor Falco, he doesn't know. Is that why there's two seats there? He wants him to sit down so they can have a face-to-face talk or something. Like that little scene before that the episode started, with those three. Is it to foreshadow the fact that maybe Reiner might want someone to judge him, like might want Eren to judge him? Declaration of war! Oh. Why did you choose there? Was he sort of like threatening him? Ooh. Bruh. Was Eren threatening all those people up there? Who are these people? Like, I know they mentioned the family name and everything, but I need Leonhardt. Okay, Leonhardt. I'm like, Leonhardt, that name seems familiar to me. She probably is, because we haven't seen her. Is Aaron trying to kill all these people in one fell swoop? Oh yeah. I'm confused. Huh? Who was that? The person that came, is he with Aaron or is, I don't know. Something's going on. Maybe they're trying to lure the warriors away. Mm-hmm. Just like he's sneaking. So that's the play that he's talking about. Playwright. Oh, is that Armin? Like the person's voice didn't sound like Armin to me, but I'm like, the guy has yellow hair. I'm sorry, boy. No, he's not. Yes, he can. What's the real truth? I'm trying to think of who. Oh. I was about to say, why is his leg not growing? Just like he was lying to him. I'm sorry, boy. But he's not a royal. Oh my freaking gosh. Oh my gosh. He was looking at him. What is gonna happen? What is Aaron trying to do? Oh! Oh, is he controlling him? Oh, what is that Tiber? Rah! Rah! The way he held Reiner's hand, and then you, and then he changed. I don't know when he first held his hand, and then Reiner turned around like I don't know, like he was being controlled or something. I thought maybe they'll find a way, during the 4 years that we haven't seen them to like okay, we figured out that he needed to um when he touches someone with royal blood or something, then he can, use the power to control Titans. So I'm thinking that maybe during the time that we haven't seen them, he's found a way to use that Titan power, right? So when he held his hand like that and then he turned like I don't know, it looked to me like he was being controlled or something, so I thought maybe he was gonna control him, have him turn or whatever, and then start destroying stuff. But it was just him that turned, and it looked like he killed Willie. Well, he injured him, but then again, we don't know who is the Warhammer 10. It could be him. Willie could be the one that has it, right? That has the power. So if he has the power, then that it's not gonna kill him, you know? What the freak? Poor Falco, man. I felt so bad for him. Like, him realizing that Eren was the enemy and that he used him to make contact with his allies and stuff. I'm like, oh, poor baby. And then they started this episode with that little flashback between Annie, Bertolt, and Reiner about the dude that, when the Titans were attacking his family, he ran away, right? Leaving his children, to be eaten. And then Bertolt was wondering, why did this person tell us this before he hung himself? And Annie was thinking that maybe because he felt guilty or something, but Bertolt is like, he feels like the guy wanted someone to judge him. So when they went back to Eren and Reiner, and then you have the two chairs, and then he was telling Falco not to leave. It's like Eren is the judge, Reiner is being judged, and then you have this witness that's watching this courtroom scene or whatever. And then Eren just started seeing like all the similarities between him and Reiner. Like Reiner thought he was saving the world when he, broke down the wall and created all that chaos, and Eren's mom being in and all that. He thought he was doing this to save the world. But in reality, that really wasn't it. You weren't trying to save the world. Like, he actually thought he was trying to save the world, but you were making a big mistake. It's more like you were leading your country into a bigger war that you might not be able to win. Because when Willie was going through the history and everything, 100 years ago, the Eldian Empire was warring against all these enemies, and then when they ran out of enemies, they started turning against each other, right? And then in the mind of the Marleyans, there was this human hero, Helos, right? That's his name, that joined force with the Tibers and then devised this plan to defeat the Eldians, right? And bring peace to Marley and whatever. And then he was able to push the King Fritz away into exile, into Paradise Island. And that the king told them that if anybody, he still had all these thousands of titans, and if they dared to come after them or something or other, that he was gonna destroy them or something or other. And I don't. Let me see. Okay, so they exiled the king, right? But the king still had all these thousands of titans at his disposal. So he's like, the reason why you've been able to enjoy this space all this while is because of pure luck. And that in order to, I guess, protect them, they did this expedition to sort of reclaim the founding titan power so that their world will be safe or whatever. So that's them trying to save their world by sending in Reiner and the others. But only Reiner came back, so that told them that this thing, the founding titan, the king, was still strong and could he be able to defeat them or something or other. I don't know. And then he's like, that's not actually what happened. And what actually happened is that the King Fritz was just so tired of this war and he just wanted peace. And then him and the Tibers, like, they came up with this plan of creating this human hero that defeated the Titans, and and that's why King Fritz was exiled when he actually left with as much Eldians that he could take with him up to Paradise Island. and that he has sort of like, that's the thing. That's the reason why when every royal blood person that gets the founding titan power never does anything, you know, like they say to free humanity from titans, like they never do that because they still have that hypnosis, whatever, from the king, from the founding titan, you know, of not wanting peace. But now that Eren has the fountain power, and he's not of royal blood, he doesn't have that hypnosis thing. That thing that's keeping him at bay, making sure that he doesn't attack Marley in the other world, in the other countries and everything. He doesn't have that. So he can... I don't know why it never crossed my mind that the walls were made of colossal titans. It never crossed my mind. And that's when Willie revealed that. I'm like, oh. So, like, the titans inside the walls were colossal titans. That makes sense. Especially seeing how high the walls are and how tall colossal titans are. I'm like, yo. So if Eren is able to use the founding titan power as, you know, his disposal, like he was able to control it at one point, but that was because he was touching Dina, right? But if he's able to control that power at will, then he could use all those titans to attack and destroy. Oh my goodness. The way Willie's speech sort of like switched. I thought he was revealing all of this so that people can understand where they're coming from, you know, and just stop with attacking, you know, Paradise. Just like live and let live. No, how's that? How does the saying go? Just leave them alone so that they'll leave us alone and we can still live in peace. I thought that's why he was going with his speech, but he's like, no, I don't want to die, so I need all of y'all to join in the fight so that we can, you know. So he declared war on Paradise Island, and Eren chose that particular moment to like, that's the dude that was leading all the warriors away. I noticed that he had yellow hair and his hair is cut and everything. The voice didn't sound like Armin to me. Like when Pike, what was her name again? I don't know. When she was like, I feel like I know you from someplace. Okay, who else has yellow hair? You have Armin. And why am I forgetting his name? Jean. Oh my goodness. You also have Jean that also has yellow hair. Those are the only two that's coming to my mind. And the person his voice doesn't sound like Armin to me. But then again, it's been 4 years. Maybe they changed I don't know, the actor that's voicing Armin for some reason. Let me see. Let me try to. It doesn't. Like there's a shot where they show the person's face, like their eyes and everything. It doesn't look like Armin to me, and this person looks like really tall. Yeah, the person looks really tall, so I don't know. Armin is not that tall unless he grew up in the last 4 years. I don't know. I'm not sure who that person is, but he lured the card Titan and the Jaw. Yeah, he lured the jaw and the carton away into this hole where it's too small for both of them to change. Even if it's too small, even if they change, what's gonna happen to them? You know, won't they just be like destroying whatever it is that's around them? I know. What would them being in this small hole stop them from transforming? I don't know. I just love how the roles were reversed in this episode when it came to Eren and Reiner. Like Reiner was asked him like, how are you here? And he's like, just like you sneak into Paradise Island, you know, to do your mission or whatever. So I also sneaked into your country to do what it is that I'm also here there to do, and it's to destroy. Oh my gosh, like the reverse, man. Just like you thought you were doing the right thing, I also think I'm doing the right thing. You know, I mean, when they were having that conversation, and Eren said that just like there are bad people here, there are also good people here. Just like when there were bad people, like when he came to when Reiner came to Paradise, and that there were also good people there, just like there were also bad people there. So when he was making that comparison, and then and then Willie was telling their story or whatever, explaining how the King Freeze just wanted peace, and then there were good people here too. Just the way he was talking, I thought he wasn't gonna do anything. Like he maybe wanted Reiner's help with something, he was trying to stop the whatever's going on between these two territories or whatever. But no, he's like, I'm still gonna destroy you. And then he changed. Oh my freaking gosh. This episode is gonna be so awesome. Like he made it seem like okay, you have all these little kids, like Reiner and Annie and Bertoldo, they were little kids and they were being taught ever since they were children that the people inside on Paradise Island were evil, were demons. So as a kid, you're absorbing all of this. There's no way for you to think otherwise. You're just gonna believe what they've been telling you for years. So when he said that he understood and all that, and then you have Falco there also listening to this conversation, he's also been taught that, you know, forever and ever. How old is he? 12? So you see Eren saying all these things, like the way he was speaking in my mind, I'm like, okay, I was debating, well, what is he trying to do? Is he like, okay, is he trying to find a peaceful solution to the conflict between these two? I don't know, but no. Nah. He says he was gonna destroy them. I wonder with Reiner's telling Eren that it was his fault, that it's because he broke the wall, that his mother died and he broke it because he wanted to find a way to sneak into the, you know, to the country or whatever, Shiganshina Paradise, to see how the king of the walls was gonna react and all that. And then he was on his knees and he was crying. I wonder if Falco seeing this, would that change his mind about Eren and the fact that he used him? I don't know. Like, how are these people gonna react? How are these little warriors in training gonna react to having learned the history behind all of this? That the king of the walls is not actually evil. He's been trying to keep the peace for all this time, and you have been taught that they were evil. And you're thinking that you're doing all of these things to protect your world or whatever, and then you just not told that everything that you believed so far, like, it's not true, how are you gonna? Are you still gonna go with the ideals that you've been taught for all these years, or are you gonna be like, I can't do this? I feel like maybe if Willie didn't declare war, I don't know. I was about to say that I feel like maybe if he didn't declare war and if Eren didn't like change right there and attacked, that they might have maybe stopped what they were doing, them trying to sneak back in to Paradise Island. But then the fact that Willie said that Eren doesn't have the mindset to keep the peace or whatever, that he can use the power to control all those close attempts to attack them, maybe that's the just them learning that is gonna keep still. Oh, my brain. Like, it's not gonna change anything. It's still gonna push the Marleyans and the Eldians living in Somalia to attack Paradise Island. I don't know. But I don't think it's gonna change anything, because these people want power. They want the Eldian power on their side, the Marleyans. They want the Eldian power on their side. So even if they know now that the king inside the walls is not gonna attack them, I feel like that's gonna be even more. It's gonna push them even more to want to do that, to want to get the power, because they're gonna be like, okay, the king is not gonna attack us, so he's just gonna sit there and and not do anything. So why let him have the power? Just go there and take the power, and we can use it to our advantage or whatever. So I don't think it's gonna change anything. I feel like I went through all those thought processes, just to arrive to the conclusion that it's not gonna change anything. Oh my goodness, maybe it'll change something when it comes to the Eldians living in Somalia, but not the Malian themselves. I don't know. Whatever, man. I've talked too much, and I don't even think that what I said make any kind of sense. So, thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/fearlamini. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.